Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I always say that PowerPoint is a tool for visual storytelling, which means using imagery will always help you tell your stories better. But we do struggle with placing our text on imagery or making sure it's readable or the image does not overpower the content. So, in today's video, we will learn how to play with color transparency. That's your answer to all these questions. This tool will help you create some stunning slides and make sure that you are able to place your text nicely on full picture slides, maintaining its readability as well as weightage. So, without any further ado, let's get into the video. So, let me first show you a couple of slides that you will be able to create using this amazing tool. So, whether you are creating a title slide like this, or maybe a table, or just a statement or a quotation slide. So the number of layouts that you can create using this particular tool called transparency is just unlimited. Look at this. So as I said, it's one thing to make sure that your text is readable. Another thing is to make sure that the picture does not overpower the entire slide. So you will be able to create all these amazing slides using this simple yet very effective tool. If you look at this slide, if I wanted people to basically focus on my content, focus on my graph, but you want to break the monotony of the slide using some visual element. And that's where this tool plays a major part. So in here, I have used this imagery, but to make sure that it does not overpower the entire slide or the content, I have used a transparency layer. So I'm going to show you a demo of all these slides to make sure that you understand how it works. So let's begin with the first example. So we will recreate something like this. I have taken a picture which is on similar lines. So first thing that we are going to do is create a transparency layer. In order to do that, let's insert a shape. I'm choosing a basic rectangular shape that can take the entire picture. Now decide what color transparency do you want. I'm going to go ahead with the transparency of the same color as this. And to do that, I am going to copy this over here, and we are going to use this tool called eyedropper, which really helps you pick any color from any JPEG. In case you want to learn more about this one, you can check out my video. The link is in the description box. Click on shape fill, eyedropper, and let's pick the color. So it's on a gray line. Let's copy this on the actual slide now. And now, in order to make it transparent, right click on this layer, click on format shape. On the right hand side menu, you will see this button called transparency, and there's a bar. So this bar basically decides the level of transparency that you're looking for. So if I move this bar ahead, you can see the transparency is getting increased. If I want to make it more opaque, I can bring it back. So I think this much transparency is fine for my slide. I'm going to stick to 20%. To give a similar look and feel to the slide, I'm also going to create these circular shapes. Let's pick the color. So shape 1, shape 2, shape 3, shape 4 and shape 5. Let's pick the colors. Eyedropper again. Second one, third one, fourth one and the fifth one. So eyedropper is an extremely useful tool. In case you have not used it, please do check it out. It will make your life so easy. And now I'm going to align them, distribute horizontally. In case you want to learn more about the alignment tool, please do check out my video. I'm going to put the link in the description box for alignment video as well. So now you have a similar slide. You just need to put the content and you're good to go. So that's how you can decide transparency of any slide. Let's see one more example of transparency. We are going to recreate something like this. I have taken this image over here. So in order to trace the size of the band, I'm going to create a shape here itself and paste it on my other slide. Now again, for the color of this band, I'm going to use the eyedropper tool and pick the color from the image itself. So I'm going to pick up this dark color of the coat like this. But now if you see, it takes away from the image if you're putting an opaque shape, right? So I'm going to now right click, format shape, And now choose the transparency level. I'm going to stick to this much transparency. So what transparency does is it actually makes sure that your image is visible, but you have ample of surface area to place your content which is readable. So this is how my slide would look like now. Right? Now let's come to this one. What if we want to create a transparency layer over an image like this, which is not a full picture slide, but covering a particular area? So in this case, since this is not a regular shape and you have to trace the shape, we are going to use the tool called edit point. In case you want to check out this tool in detail, there's a video that I have made. I'm going to put the link in the description box. You can check it out. So I'm going to make the shape fill 0 and we are going to trace this shape first. So right click and edit points. Edit point basically helps you create custom shapes. So I'm going to now trace the shape because my edges have become editable. So it's a 3-sided shape. Therefore, I had kept a triangle over here. Done. My shape is here. Let's get the shape fill to orange. And now we will play with the transparency. Right click, format shape and transparency. You can decide the level of transparency you are looking for. I'm going to keep it to 30%. And I think it's perfect. Let's see one more example. What if we want to create a quotation slide like this? So I have taken an image which is similar and I've kept my text over here. Now let's bring this shape on top of this image. I'm going to give it black color. Right click, format shape and let's choose the transparency level. So I think this much transparency is fine because the image is visible, but your text will also be readable. Alright, so now let's bring the text on top of this layer. Right click, bring to front and so look at this. Versus if we do it without transparency, you can easily see the difference. Look at this versus look at this. In this case, the focus will always be your content, but the visual element will actually uplift the look and feel of your slide. Now coming to one last example, if we want to create something like this, can we use transparency here as well? We definitely can. Let me show you how. So I have taken this image which is similar and we will try to recreate the same sort of shape along with this transparency. So let's go to insert, shapes. I'm choosing the teardrop shape. Once you have traced the size, you can bring it here. Decide the color that you want. I'm going to go for, let's say, this blue color. And now I'm going to make a copy of the same shape. And I'm going to increase the size of this shape. I'm using the shortcut of shift and arrow keys to increase and decrease the size. There's a video that I have made on shortcuts which you can check out if you want to learn more about shortcuts. I'm using shift and arrow keys to increase or decrease the size. I'm going to give it a gray color. And we are going to again play with transparency. So format shape and transparent. So you can decide what level of transparency are you looking for. And now I'm going to bring the other teardrop in the front. Let's bring it to the back. In order to make sure that these are properly aligned, I'm going to choose both. Go to shape format, align center, align middle. Perfect. Look at this. You have the same slide recreated here in just less than 2 minutes. So these are just few examples of what you can do with transparency. Once you start using this tool, the number of slides that you can create using this particular tool is just insane. And I'm not kidding. So try it for yourself and create some stunning slides and layouts using this beautiful tool called transparency. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Do recommend it to your friends as well. If there is anything in particular that you want me to make a video on, do let me know and I'll surely make one. Thank you so much.